This video is sponsored by Alpha Draft. Fuck the Fantasy LCS when you have Alpha Draft. I already made $2.20 by screwing around for 5 minutes. Check out a link in the description below. Hey guys, what's up? This is Pants Art Dragon, and today we're doing the top 5 best mid laners for patch 5.14. In this patch, Rugali Ezreal has fallen out of the meta, and so has Azir, since they were both nerfed. So that means we're putting in 2 more mid laners for the top 5. Oh yeah, and there's also going to be sample builds for you guys in this video. And yeah, that's about it. So with all that being said, let's get started. Alright, so first up is gonna be Orianna. So Orianna has been, a bit non-existent for a while now, fairly unpopular, but it seems like she's being picked up again by many mids today. And I actually asked someone why Orianna is being more popular these days, and it's because Azir and Ezreal has been nerfed, which were some of her counters in lane. And my reference was a person named ODY KT Smurf, who's like a 800 LP challenger, and is always my number one source for the top 5 best mid laners. But yeah, people just want more control mages at the moment. Alright, so next up is going to be Jace. So Jace, being in my honorable mentions in the last tier list, now gets to be in my top 5 best mid laners. So what I found really good about him, the mobility to roam the other lanes and do his EQ combo. If he needs to speed up and get in range for his melee, he has the tools with his R and E. So really good on the mobility side, and his EQ combo hurts more when he hits level 11 since he can put 6 points into it. And with all those tools, he's pretty good. The only problem I find I have with him is that sometimes I just feel like in teamfights I'm not doing my damage since I'm being zoned out. Because you have a low range, but that's about it. Alright, so this is where it actually matters, the top 3, because these are the champions that are probably going to be the most played at the moment. And at number 3 is going to be Ahri. Good kiting, good damage, good catch, like an assassin mage. Her kit is very forgiving if she gets caught or messes up, so it's really good for her. Also, the new Ryle is actually pretty good on her, as her ultimate does apply a 40% slow along with her Q. So it's very hard for the enemy to escape you, and of course it's easier to hit your skill shots on those slow targets. But yeah, she's just Ahri, she's still good. Until she gets nerfed or some other champions get buffed, she'll be in the top 5 for a while. Next up is going to be Twisted Fate, so really good with the global pressure, can cause a lot of pressure onto the side lanes just because of his ultimate being there. And with assassins not being in this current meta, he has a much better time staying alive in team fights and of course the laning phase. But yeah, he's probably still going to be here unless other champions start showing up. And at number 1, we're going to have Viktor. It's kind of funny because this guy hasn't been touched since his rework, and now all of a sudden he's number 1 because I guess a bunch of other mid laners have been nerfed, and now I guess he's like the best mid laner right now. Didn't really see that coming, did ya? Would you have said Viktor is the best mid laner 6 months ago? Probably not. But yeah, damage, zone control, consistency, makes him a really good champion at the moment. But honestly, I don't know how I'd rearrange the top 3 because they all have their strengths and weaknesses, but the top 3 you see here, Twisted Fate, Viktor, and Ahri, are probably the only champions you'll be seeing for a while in like LCS and competitive play, along with solo queue. Alright, so next up we're going to be doing some honorable mentions, and first up is going to be Varus. Alright, so he's still good, hasn't really received any nerfs, hasn't really received any buffs. His Q poke is as powerful as Jace's EQ combo, even on a lower cooldown, so it's like really strong if you're trying to siege an enemy. And he's got initiation to catch people for himself or peel, but he's also really easy to catch out by himself too. And so he's not the best mid laner to roam to side lanes, he's just really good at controlling his mid laner. I also do like to compare him with Jace a lot, but I do feel like Jace's mobility gives him the upper hand in solo queue. Next up is going to be Kog'Maw, so good with the Luden's Echo, good with the Liandry's, and of course good with Rylai's because that perma slow coming from his ultimate. I think he can replace like maybe Deathcap with a Rylai's, but I'm not too sure. But honestly, yeah, that perma slow coming from his ultimate, really strong right now. Then next up is going to be Yasuo, so he got a little slight buff on his 3rd Q where it applies on hit effects, so red buff, lifesteal, you name it. Still a decent champion, really good with knock-up combos like Kalista ulti and like Wukong, but no one plays Wukong. Well, at least in the jungle. Of course, he's being played in the top lane. But yeah, he's really good with those synergy combos, and that's like the only time I'd play him. Next up is going to be Diana. I do like her in the mid lane because it doesn't matter who she's laning against, all she has to do is really build a Negatron, counter her mid laner, or build Seeker's Arm Guard if it's an AD. So in that sense, she's really strong, but of course she doesn't really have any escapes. So it can tend to be really easy to camp her if she's overextending a lot or being really aggressive. but also she's a really good assassin at eliminating the squishies because of her high AP ratios. Then you got easy champion to play, Annie, and really good in lower elos just because of how well she can initiate team fights and basically one-shot the squishies, and you know, sometimes some people are out of position, and the fact that she's a really simple champ, R to win, her Q gives her refund on her mana. Oh, and the cooldown, so CSing is really easy, and yeah, she's just a pretty good mid laner. I mean, I guess she's good in any type of elo, but I do feel like she's more of a mid laner than a support. Hey guys, so thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy it, maybe you enjoy top 10 best junglers for solo queue as a patch 5.14. It should say 5.14 in there, but I'm not sure why. And then, or stream moments where I deal with Red Mercy, and you can check that out there, right up there. Anyways, thanks guys for watching this video again, and I'll see you guys next time.
Champagne bucket still got 2 tears in it, and I put that on my tattoo of Jimmy.